don't know if my Facebook's going to work. Well, oh, I think the internet's playing up. The Facebook isn't going, so I'm just going to quickly write them a message because go to YouTube, craft that, creative cards with Nette. Facebook. Load. There you go. Go and make sure my other people are on, because the wind here, as I've noticed, that it's really hard. Now, this is going to be Lily of the Valley, but because I'm not going to make 3 of them, just 2 of them. So I've done it in this. I had done it in this with the Floral Impressions Bloom, and I've used the dies and stamps, which are now retired. Someone said that was still available, but I looked it up and it didn't come up, so I don't know if it is. So I'll just have to wait and see, because I just went on and had a look and it wasn't there. I'm just trying to use up my DSP, because I'm sick of having so much DSP. We use 2 or 3 sheets, something else comes out and we got to move on. So this one opens like that. Now you could put a photo in under the flower, and then just I didn't do 2 flowers because I thought you can glue that and still put it under there, because this flower is lifted on dimensionals. It's a funny photo of my husband when we were like 18, so I thought I'd put it there as a bit of a joke. I'm sure he doesn't think so. So it opens out like this, and you see the colours on the front. I've used so if you look at the back of your DSP, of course everyone knows this. It's Crushed Curry, Darling Ducky, Fresh Freesia, Garden Green, Misty Moonlight, Old Olive, Peach Pie, Pecan Pie, Pool Party, Pretty in Pink, and Strawberry Slush. Now some of those are missing now, but I've used, so this one's all the Strawberry Slush and Pink, which is really lovely. And then when you open it up, isn't that gorgeous? It's just like the forest, and oh, you know I love my New Zealand ferns, so so they're more in the colours of the Crushed Curry, Darling Ducky, and I've put my flowers on in colours that I've picked, like in here was Peach Pie, but I've done that in something else. But you won't be doing it in the lily. So this one, if you hold the top, that folds out. You can have 2 photos there, and then you can put a full photo there. I didn't put, and you could put photo on there. I hadn't put DSP on it because I just didn't. I just did that on the front one. And it's got these 2 large upside down pockets, so that just slides in. And see how it's got a little mechanism there that gives it a little card to protect that. And then on our second pocket is I've added a little booklet and used up more of my DSP. And look at that, you're just a little photo album, and that goes back in. So it's quite easy and simple. Hi Kerry, how are you? Yes, it is in Lily of the Valley, but I did it in this because I had spare paper. I didn't want to use all my Lily of the Valley and find out, because it's still available. And this is out, although someone did say that it is in, but I looked it up this morning and couldn't find it. So we're going to do that. Isn't it lovely? And it's so simple. Pull out your paper, Kerry. Come on. Easy, simple, and versatile. So we're using Lily of the Valley. Now I've pre-stamped a whole lot of these. I'm not going to colour, the flowers are white, I'm going to colour the green. So I did pull out some Apple Granny, And my cardstock that I've used for the leaves is in the Apple Granny as well, so I do the leaves the same on the thing, so we've got it all matching. And I have cut everything ready so we don't have to waste time. But quickly, Kerry, I'll show you that card that I forgot last night. It looks boring at the front, but when you open it, look at that. And that's just using up my old cardstock for my ladies class yesterday. That was the card I couldn't find. So I thought I'd quickly show you all that. I think you've got to use your stock as much as you can. Because I've put a lot of my stuff on sale to get rid of my old stock, I've got to be careful now not to use any of the old stock because I've already got it. Right, I'm going to put that to the side because we're going to come back to them in case we need any more dies. So it's handy having all the stuff there because the DSP is mine. So we're going to start. We've also got a piece of gold foil, and yeah, it's not coming up on Facebook. They're playing up. Alright, so I think I've done it from that way, and we are going to start with 2 8x8. Okay, so I'll just show you. I'll keep my trusty here. So these two are 8x8. Normally I write them on them, don't I? Maybe I just should do that. So we've got 2 at 8x8, and we're going to glue together. Then you won't see it, but the DSP, the page paper will go over it. Might be needing a new glue. How are you? Get those kids off to school all right? That boy off to school all right? It's a bit cold. I was up at 6 o'clock to drive. Okay, so you got 2 at 8x8, and we're going to glue that straight on top. Alright, we're making a nice solid back. Where's my bone folder? I had to get up at, as I said, at 6 and drive an hour to drop my son at the TAFE because he's doing a what's he doing? A display soon, so they've got to go in for a bit earlier. So I'll just stand out there for a sec. Now these two, so we've got 2 at, luckily we cover all this with DSP, 2 at 5x8 inch, and we score 5x8, and on the 5-inch side, so I always do this, put a line there so you know the score is the one I've marked at 1/2 and 1. Okay, so let's do that. Now, I can get my big scoreboard out and we'll do it all at once. Because I've cut it, I don't have to go through all that. Okay, I think this is, for me, this is easier. So I will put that down over here and we'll start loading it on top so I've got it in the right. So we're going to score at 1/2, and if I can find where I've put my scorer. I know I can use my Stampin' Up other one, but I like my little one I've got in here in my basket of goodies. Because it's not there and it's not on the floor. There it is. This is the one that comes. So we're going to score at 1/2 and 1. And the other one. Making sure I've got the right one, and it's only 1 at 1/2 and 1. Okay, put those down. Next, we have one sheet up. This is the upside down pocket. So upside down pocket, and that is 8 7/8 by 7.5. Score left, left, right, left, right, and bottom upside down. Okay, left. So I normally do left, right, and B, which is left, right, and bottom. Okay, and this is our upside down pocket. Now, where's my album? We score on the left, the right, at the 8, and I'm just going to grab my diary for 1 second and make sure our pocket is there, and I'm doing you're scoring on the left side, okay, wait a minute, we're scoring it down, 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 and up. It's not the bottom, it's the top. Okay, because that will have a fold. So we're going to score down, down, down. Okay. I'm just double checking that. I don't want to be wrong. Are you sure that's the left pocket? Is that 8 and 7/8? 7.5. Yep, got the right one. You've got to make sure on these things. I've got all the information inside. Oh, you've done all your jobs. I did my driving. I don't think I've done it. Didn't do any dishes. That's the boys' job. So we're going to go and we're doing scoring at, where am I? Pocket 1 and 2 at 1/2 inch. Alright. So did you go make that card I did last night? Half. So that's down that one, and we've got down here, because this is an upside down one, and here. Okay, so that's the next bit. Oh, I feel like I need to put a marker so I don't have to keep on doing that. Upside down pocket 1, upside down pocket 2 is 8 and 7/8. Now remember that that's the width. Oh, no, that hasn't been done. So we're going to 8 and 7/8 by 6.5, and we're going to score left, right. It's not bottom, it's left, right. Oh, you can do it left, right, and bottom because you're just going to turn it around and put it upside down. So that still counts, okay? Left, right, and bottom. And that is, it's all written down. Upside down pocket 2, 8 7/8 by 6.5. Score left, right, bottom. Okay, because even if you do it that way, we've still that pocket's going to go like that and be upside down. Alright, so now our pocket insert is pocket insert. It is written, but it might be easy if you see this. Pocket insert is 11 by 6 and score score on the 11 side is the score, so remember the dark means there, at 5 and 5.5. Okay, whoop, we're getting there. And then the next one is we cut 2. I don't think I did do that because that was 2. Cut 2. I'll pocket inside book. Okay, I've still got 3 pieces here. I've got 3 or 4. And they are different sizes. So, upside down pocket insert book we've done. Now cut 2 at 6 by 5.5 and score half. So 6, 5.5 by 6 and score on the 5.5. Okay, on the 5.5 side we're going to score half. Which, not with my pen. So this is 6 by 5.5. 6 by 5.5. Score 5.5 side at 1/2 inch. Alright. And our scorer is here. 1/2 inch. I didn't go all the way down on that line because I'm likely to jump off. Alright. Now, bottom pocket insert is pocket insert is 8 by 7.5. Score 8 by 7.5. Score on 7.5 side at 8 inch. I don't know, why does it say? Oh, score at 8 inch and 7.5. So 7.5 by 8. So, oh, that's not the right one. Okay, let's try that one. 7.5 by 8. That's the right one. I'll turn that over when I put that to excuse that bottom one. Like so. Okay, bottom pocket. Bottom pocket insert 8 by 7.5. Score at 7.5. And why would I say 7.5 and 8? Okay, let me have a look at that pocket insert. You only need one. I think I've added one there. I'm just going to take it out and have a quick look. Bottom pocket insert, which is this one. Okay, so this is the 8. Okay, so 8 by 7.5, and I don't know why it says to score at half because I've got that flat, or it's that side. Okay, yep. So it's just 1/2 inch. Score at 1/2 inch on this one here, on the 8 inch. Score 1/2 inch on the 8 inch side. Okay. Oh my goodness, I had that upside down. I didn't really, it was just I wasn't reading it properly. So I got to score 1/2 inch on the 7.5 inch side. On the 7.5? Where is it? On the 7.5. That's on the 7.5. I'm going to wait because I have a feeling it's the 8. Score half here. Yeah, it's on the 8 inch side. Silly me. 1/2 inch on the 8. I've done it right. I like to redo and go back and forth and see what I'm doing. Alright, and now our last piece is 7.5 by 7.5. Yep, and we score at 1/2 inch. Seven and a half by 7.5, score 1/2 inch, add to last one. Alright, there we go, we've done all our scoring if I'm correct. Put that back where it belongs so I don't lose it again. And let's go. How is, well, maybe I won't lose it. Did it jump off? It did. I'll have to grab that in a minute. Okay, so now I'm going to start these back over here and we're going to go back to beginning. So we've got our 2 glued together. Now these ones we've scored on our 2 sides. We'll just fold them. This is so fast, this album. I'm going to, 2 of my ladies want to come and do it outside of class because not all of them want to do it. Not everyone likes them. I've just found them really cool. I love it. Okay, so we're going to glue those and we're going to add them to here on both sides. Okay. So right up to that corner and that one. It's a bit hard with the white, isn't it, to see it. Okay. Just making sure they're all in. I think when I get to the... So you can lay it flat where the score is. That might be easier. And then it sits up like that. So you can just fold that back over because you might have squashed it down. And there's your first part of your book. Okay? Other side, same deal. I was thinking I should do it in Christmas, but I realised that Christmas is not, it's not going to have everything. You know, you could have put it in between, but maybe that would have made it stick out on the back. I don't know. You could have put it between the, okay. What am I doing? I nearly glued that to the wrong bit. It would not have been good, would it? I'm still out. Don't you stick yet. I am going to just fold it like I did the first one and put it like this. Okay. It's not hard, it's not. And I just noticed there I might have left a little bit of glue out of that one. Give that a glue, bone fold that, then reinforce this one. Okay. Now we've got a bit of glue there, so I'm just going to quickly remembering I just don't want that to, it won't matter because we're covering that anyway. So there's the inside. So just put that to the side for a sec. Now the upside down pocket. Where is it here? Just and I bought some big scissors, make it easier. And just cut off those corners. And find my rubbish bin if I can. Okay, I'm going to just give them a bit more. Now you could use tape if you're scared of using the glue. Now that seems awfully long. That's pocket 1 and that's pocket 2. You know what I've done? I scored the wrong side. And that's why it should be there. So anyway, we are going to use that score and we're just going to pull that one out and that one I will just take off. I will need to do that. Upside down pocket, 8 7/8 by 7, score left, right and bottom. And I didn't lay it, score left, right and bottom on which side is that? On the 8-inch side. So your 8 is the top. So your left of your 8, your right of the way, and the bottom. It doesn't matter which way there. So I'm just going to adjust and going to see that goes there. And I have to score this side 1/2 inch. Silly me. And now I've lost my scorer. Not a good pretty look, is it? Bottom of the head. Okay. We'll cut that one off. It means we'll still have a little cut on the corner here. We'll cut that one off. So what I'll do is I'll just have that like a nice little shape there because it's going to go under anyway. So when in Rome, adjust. Now come on Kerry, tell me. Wouldn't be right if I didn't make one mistake. Right. One, two. I have to do that one. Right. Now it's right because it's meant to be long. Now, just going to just quickly check that's right. Okay. Now if we fold this, we have that there and that there. So we are totally correct now, guys. Don't put that much glue on that one. And lastly, alright. I hate when you've got all 4 corners to glue. Okay, So I'm just going to start by putting it right smack in the middle using that and pushing it up to there. Okay, so I'm just pushing that one up first, so when I fold these down they'll come down correct. Okay, so our upside down second pocket is totally correct. Some things I get right, some things I don't. Have you brought the, anyone brought the new product of the month paper? It didn't really float my boat, so I didn't. Even at $9, I couldn't make it float. It was a sort of a goldy brown, I think, wasn't it? And we all know I'm not a brown girl. Alright, I'll just give them another one. What are you working on? I'm not sure a fan of the pumpkins, but the B-side is nice. Oh, okay, yeah, no. I think I saw all that and thought that's not me at all. But I'm not, to be honest, I'm just not a brown person. My jumper's red. Burgundy, not brown. I did buy a skivvy once and it had brown stripes, but because remember when the copper was in, I told everyone it was copper clay. Okay, so this one goes on the top as well, and into the same corner and side as before, and down on here. So these, when I first did it, I was like, why are they upside down? That's a bit silly, but I found out why. Right, I'm just going to pop those on there. So next, this is our fold up one that we're going to put together. Oh, so that's an inside pocket. That's the 6. That's the inside pocket. Bottom pocket insert. And that will be just going under here and sliding in. Right, so that the bottom pocket inset is 8 by 7.5 and score at half. Okay, and then we're going to add that other piece here. And this is 7.5 by 7.5, score at 1/2 inch. And you could choose which 7.5, couldn't you? I'm easily amused. Okay. And that, does it go on top? Let me have a look at the big one. Oh yes, it just completely goes like this. So it's sort of quite solid. You're going to have it on, it's going to go that side glued and that side glued. So you're going to glue the inside. You could do it the other way. That might be nicer. We're going to glue this one. So it goes there and that one. I'll put it on the brick so it doesn't. And that one. We're doing the inside. Okay, and we're going to put them together. And that makes that nice box at the end again. This is in the road, but I don't want to glue it, so I'm just going to hold it up like that and take that back apart because that just moved. Lucky I had enough glue on there and got some movement. And I want that right up to that line. I'll just drag it a little bit there and give that one on the other side. Okay, and that's our pocket. And that was just out just a little bit. Oh, I've got a bit of dirt on there now. What did I do? Naughty me. Alright. Don't fold that where it folds as well. And that will give us our slide-in pocket. That goes in there. Hopefully that's all glued down properly. It takes you a few seconds to widen it and get it ready, but it does go. And you slide that in. And look at that, you've got a nice pocket. Alright, so we've got that. Well, that was my one. And we've got our little, that should be fine by now. I'll put that up a bit so I can work on this. So this is the second top pocket. So that will go in here. And that folds there. And of course when the big one's in, that folds around it. Okay, so we're going to make a little extra pockets on here. So we've got 6 by 6, 2 more of those, and just double checking, yes, got it right. So we're going to have 1 and 2 pockets inside here, just to give it more. And I'm going to add my one to make sure that's just how many I did. So I did 1, so that's the normal one, so I added 1 and 2. Okay, you can add more if you want, make it more of a waterfall, but I didn't. So give those a good crease both sides because you want them to really move well. Same with this one. We've only got 2 steps to go on this piece and we will start decorating. See how fast it is? You got to make this one. Post it on Nettie's Facebook page for me. Alright, so that's going to go where this corner folds. We're going to stick it right in there. Okay. So it's got that much. It's got a little lip and it's right down. Now, with this one, if we put it straight up there, it's going to lean over, so we're going to cut back just a little bit off the end of this. I didn't do that in it because I just thought it's a bit hard to explain what I'm saying in a piece of paper. So I'm going to cut off just enough. It looks like 1/4 of an inch if I'm right. Maybe I'm not. Where's my ruler? Ruler. Where's my ruler? Okay. It is under 1/4 of an inch. Okay. So just take that off. And now we're going to glue it on. And it will sit. I wish I could show you the colours properly. And that will just sit on the lip here. So you can see that's the bend. So you want to make sure it just sits in there without, and right up to the edge here. So you have just a little bit of room between your papers. Okay, you've got slidey room. Where's my fold? So lift it up and push it to your fold. Okay, because that will go up. See what I'm talking about? We want that right up to that fold so it still can fold. Yep. Just making sure it's still folding. Bend that down. And let's just give that. I'll run it on. Yeah. Just so it's got its fold properly. Okay, so we've got that. So everything is ready to start decorating. Now I haven't put the instructions for the DSP because look, you're all carders, you all know how to measure a piece to go in, and so let's go through that. Alright, so first of all I'm going to do the front. Now it's got to be a special front, doesn't it? Okay. So we're going to pull out our Lily of the Valley. I'm going to open a drawer over here and put some of the pieces out of the road so I can get to stuff. I can still grab it. So now we're going to start with the front, and we need to put some snaps on here, some domes. What's the time? Well, it's 9:45. I have to hurry, won't I, to make it an hour. Oop. They do stick to each other. So put one there. Just in a bit. And one there. Well, I'll show you how we do that in a minute. Oh. So we just some tear and tape over it. I think they're about evenly spaced, don't they? They look it. Got to hold your mouth the right way. Okay, so I've got two there. Now we're not going to worry about the other side for a minute. I do need to get them over, so I have okay, so that is 1 inch from the side and 2 from the bottom. So 1 inch from the side is there and 2 is there. So don't move my thumb. So where's my 2 again? I did that. So 1 was there. And oh, it's stuck on the it's stuck on the tape. 2 is there and 1 is there. So I'm just going to pop that there. 1. Oh, come on. Okay, 1 inch is there. And I can't put the tape near that, so I'll do from 2 to 3. So just down a little bit. And then up here, 1 inch is there. Ah, get that out of the road. 1 inch is there, and 2 is there. I didn't do 2 from the, I did 2 from the bottom and 2.5 from the top. I thought that looked out a bit. 1.5 from the top. 2.5. Alright. So then they will be the same as the other side. And they're going to flap down, and we have to put them on the other when we get to the... Let me have a look. Yes, because they go onto the other piece. I'll show you. Oh, don't worry about that. Okay. Alright, so once you've got those on, this big piece here is your top. So what we're going to do is, because that will have your magnets to cut the front, so we're going to slide this back in, your lower pocket, upside down pocket. Okay, we're going to slide that in, get it into position. It should sit at the bottom. And see, these are where they're going to go. So the next trick they use is to put a little glue onto each of these. Now the thing we have to make sure, because this is not 1/4 of an inch, is that this is sitting up enough, and it still needs, to get it at the 1/2 inch, we might need another roll. Okay, so now we've got it at the right roll, so we're going to flip that over, making sure that your fold's correct, put it down, and flip that one over, making sure that's done. Okay, left, and you should have 2 glue dots. Now they do look a bit odd, don't they? But we're not going to worry about that. So glue that one to there. There. Where's that one's there? Where's the glue one here? I might put another little bit of glue. Oh, I don't want it to catch. I might tape all these down before I do that other one. So I have to put some more glue, and everything's going to go snap. And if I haven't got the tape on it, it will snap at the wrong one. So I've got 2. You can't push too much at this stage because you've got them leaning, and that's the... Okay, now I'm just going to snap them together and make sure that they're on. Because that one's not. That's right. Let me see this one. Yep, so now I just need to do that glue trip again with this one. Make sure they're all down together. Get there. And now I've got my glue dot. So get one of these sickly suckers off here. Without the hair, I think, would make a difference. Oh, I just pulled the sticky side off. It's not going to help me, is it? We're not long. Honestly, once you get this done, it's really quite simple. Okay, so now that's your cold. That is your... That's on there. And that's on there. It probably just needs to sit. Wonder if it's heavy, it needs a... because that's doing it. Let's take these off and see what is going on. And what I'm going to do is put them upside down on there. Oh, you know what I might have? Is there 2 sides to these magnets? That's it. Okay. Why was that not working? Okay. It is going to work. I'm just going to put those away for a second and we'll see what happens. Alright, so we've got that on and we've got that. So we can take these off because we're going to have to cover it. So with the Lily of the Valley, I want to do the front piece first. So I'm just going to leave like that. I want to do the front here. So I want to get my nicest Lily of the Valley out to do it. Oh, I've got gold, white. Oh, let's have a look. I'm going to take them all out. I think I've used all the front of that nice. See that one there? That would have looked lovely in the front, wouldn't it? Oh, not quite enough. You know what it's going to do though? It's going to go on this one. So that's your first one you see in. It's not going to fit. Alright, what do we got? So I do like to have a bit of the colours. There it is there. So I'm just going to take that out and see what else is there. And then we've got some nice, look at the nice greenier ones. Okay, so I want to use this as your front of the cover because I think that's really cute. So, according to, I'm trying to throw a thing somewhere. Okay, according to this, we have it at 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Take that bit off by 7 7/8, I think. 3 3/4 by. This will get my head going, won't it? I didn't cut all this because I was busy with my class yesterday. Because I want to put that side and that side, that they both come together. One side will just be. I cannot find my ruler, my black rulers. They must be under something. I've got 2 black rulers I use all the time, and I like black because I can see. You're not seeing it properly, so I will be measuring with my tape because I've got a blue ruler, but I can't see through it. Okay, so I'm just going to do that again because I love to. You know me. So it's 3 7/8. 3 7/8. Okay. By. I'm just going to put this up here so I feel safer. And it's just in there to there. 7 7/8. So we're going to do that twice, 7 7/8. You don't want to cut this paper and do it wrong, do you? 7 7/8. Oh, that's going to go. I'm just going to line it up again, you know. Oh my goodness, I'd hate to cut it wrong. 7 7/8. Hence that one. Now I wonder, I don't think this is 7 7/8. Oh, it is. I'm going to have to cut that piece, I think. No, that side. No, I want it. I have to have it so it both comes in. So it's got to be this side. So 3 7/8. by 7 7/8. First two. That way, so they come in to the middle. Where's my actual album? Oh, I squashed it under here somewhere, have I? There it is. So on the front, oh, you can barely see the white around the outside, but I like that. And my other piece, on that one, there it is. So the inside ones are exactly the same. Oh, you liking that? I do. So the insides are the same, but I'm not using that paper. I'm going to lighten it with this one. Not lighten it, but I'm going to put that inside as it gives us a bit of colour. You'll see what I mean. I don't want it too striking. So 3 7/8 and 3 7/8 by, what did I say? 7 and 7/8. Let's get this one at the same time. They're all lined up. Little leftover pieces. So bring that back, and we're going to do that to the inside. Pop that over there, we'll be using it. It's a good way to use up this paper. Make sure your leaves are going the right way. I think the yellow's a bit bright for me, don't you reckon? Someone has the audacity to rile up my dogs. I have one that barks at every man and his dog that goes by. So and this one over here. Alright, so we've got that done. Now, so our pocket, I'm going to do something, I don't know if I want it too bold. Anyone got an idea? Is that too bold in the front there? I think it is. I think it is. Okay. I don't want it boring, and I don't want it too busy, because by the time you put the other thing in, I don't like that. That's too boring. Mediocre. Can't have that. I think we're going to use a bit of that yellow. What's on the back of this one? Actually, we'll use that one because we can use it, you'll see, just to meld it all in. Oh, I've already got one in my scrapbooks. I've already got one out. Pulling out another one. Okay, so now we've got this one is, so it's going to be 7, that's 7, and so I want it in a bit. So 7 1/4 by 5 5/8. 7 1/4 by 5 5/8. Let's see if I've got that right. You can do all this at home. You don't need 7 1/4. I'm sure I said. Feel free to tell me I didn't. I'll soon know when I cut it. 7 1/4. What am I doing? Because that's the piece I did there, which is, that comes at 7 down there. It's a bit more white than I wanted. 7 by 7 1/4. So what have I got there? 7 1/4. 7 1/4 by 7 1/4. That's a nice easy squared one, isn't it? Okay. And that goes, oh, that's for our fold-in pocket. Sorry, I pulled out the wrong piece. Where's my big long pocket? Where's my big pocket? There it is. Okay. Now, we just take that up. Now that's got it underneath, so I'll have to put another piece on top. I reckon. A message from my girlfriend saying she wants to meet me for lunch. So I'm going to do that in the yellow side. I strongly believe that's too strong, even though it's a lovely page. Okay. Now I brought one of those little corner things, but I didn't find it big enough for me. Alright, so that's our pocket in. That's our bottom pocket in. Okay. Let's bring it down to the end. Now we're going to get our second pocket. So we are going to cover this one. And I'm just going to cover not that piece. We're going to cover, so that's that. Yes, we are going to cover that. I apologise. So that, last time I did this I was turning around so much I got it all twisted, so just under there. So 7 1/4 by 5 1/2 for this one. Should we pop this one back in? No, it's not. Oh, it is there. I've got that there. That would look nice, wouldn't it? So, oh. I'm going to turn it that way because we want, let me, 7 1/4. I'll just make sure. Always check before you cut. Yep, 7 1/4. Oh, hold on, we're going to do it that way. So we have to cut it off from this side. Yep, 7 1/4. Right, so that's going to be there. And we want, I always double check everything over and over. 6. I'm going to do, just say, 5 1/2 will be too small there. Oh no, 5 1/2. Now I'm going to cut this one and pop it under here so that looks like that too. And I'm just going to cut its little edges. Let's do that a little bit more. Alright. Okay. So This is our top pocket. All my glue bottles lasting. I think you do take a few glue bottles in these. Where is it? Okay. Oh, what do you reckon, guys? You liking it? And this one we're slipping under. Right, that's that one. Oh, I need to take it off a little bit more. Because that's the one that goes under. So I'll slip it under there and down to there. Okay, and that just, when it comes out, you don't see it. And when the other one comes in, this little book, here's our little photo album. We're nearly done. We're just going to put some decorations on and do this, okay? Don't panic. Alright, that goes in there. Now, on this piece, I'm just going to stick with another yellow, remembering to keep all of them in together. So this is 8 by 7.5, so it's, as I would say, it's 8. It's going to be big, so 8. We'll go down to 8. We'll go to 7 and 3/4. Okay. And that introduces another one which we will use in the photo book, 7.5. So we're going to go to 7 1/4. And I don't want too much green on that because we've already got green a lot up there, even though it's very pretty. Sorry, I had it off when I was doing that. Alright, so that goes there. See, because you can, once that's all inside your photo album, you can put another photo in here. You can, I have put 2 white squares. Which one have I used? I don't think it's that one. That's for something else. So I have got 2 of these here, but shorter though. Have I got smaller ones? I have all these bits of extra paper that I keep lying around. So it might be these 2. That's not, is that quite the same size? That one's a little bit bigger. Okay. I'll just fold that down for a second. And I'll measure that. So that is 4 by 3.5. And 3.5 by 4. So there's just a segment off there. And they are just photo mats. 1 and 2. And you'll see, you can measure that out yourself, it's not hard. So they go, I'll just move that down here. They go on this flap, which I have taken out. That's that one. Okay, back to that one. And they will just go up here and down there. And they touch just a little bit there. Now, one mistake I have made there, see how I've put that over that thing, I didn't see that. So I'm going to have to, sorry, that measurement, I measured it up to there, and that's the fold. So when you're measuring, don't do as I do. Can't cut that off properly. Alright, so that I measured it, because it's white, so sorry, I didn't see the white at the end there, the fold, so I just check that out, guys. Don't do as I do. Alright, so again that goes in, and then we can do one on this side at the top. So let's just measure that as in, it is, so 7 1/4, and we do that to the corner there, not, and by 6 3/4. Okay, so what colour we'll do, I don't like that green one. Oh, I've got another yellow one. Where's all my other greens? Alright, because that slides under, I might just put that one on. Okay, so what did I say? 7, just under, was it 7? If I had a brain, I'd be out searching for my other one. It's 7, so 6 3/4 by 7 1/4. 7 1/4 by 6 3/4. Now the reason I'm not putting the other side on is there's nothing really to connect it. See, when you look at it like this, it's not really connecting, so I think that will, but it's also going under, so that's going to go there. And you're going to put a photo frame, a photo on it as well. Up nicely, and there, and that's your back pocket insert. And because I've drawn it, I probably have to do a piece on there, which I'll just do a, have I got another piece of that? I think I have. Oh. 7 1/4 by 6 3/4. Got to do it right. If you're going to do it at all, you've got to do it right, don't you? What did I do there? A little bit. I'll just make sure I get those bits that I've been a bit lapsadaisy with. Hi guys on YouTube, nice to see you. Thanks for joining me. I did my thing the wrong way. Just as well as the back side pocket, isn't it? And then onto that. I don't think I would put anything on that one because that slides inside. This one, on my other one, I didn't. That's the one that slides underneath. I didn't put anything on that, just on the front and the fold down flap and on the inside here, okay? I didn't really put anything there because it folds under. I just thought I'd be nice. Now, we're going to add the, what have we got left? So I'm going to wait that to dry for 1 sec. Let's cover the book, and we're going to use all those papers. So we've got a bit of everything in it. So we need, oh, that's not big enough, is it? So, alright, we need 4 3/4 by 5 3/4. I think 4 3/4. Oh my goodness, we can get that. but I don't want it. It's too bright. Oh, it doesn't matter. We'll do it. 4 3/4 by 5 3/4. That gives us 1 page. 4 3/4 by 5 and 5 3/4. Don't do that wrong, do I? Okay, so we've got 2. By 5 3/4. I thought that looked a bit off. And 4 3/4. So we've got 2. We need, each page needs 2 sides. So here, 5. I'll just put that one there and it makes me remember 5 3/4 by 4 3/4. Oh, right on target. 1 2. Now 5 3/4 by 4. See how to use up all your paper. 3/4 right on spot. We've got 4. Is that 4 3/4? Yes. We are looking good. 5 3/4. They'll all have mats on them, so don't worry. Look at all this DSP. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Now, because I've done that to match the front, so I'm actually going to drag out this piece we have left over here. And it's not going to work because it's sideways, is it? That would have been nice just to sit in there on the front. What do you reckon? How can I get that away with that? Because I've got no more DSP on that side. Well, we can just do it with a little soft one instead of the whole thing. Okay? 4 3/4. 5 3/4. Is that correct? 5 3/4. Yep. By 4 3/4. Okay. I think that's about our cutting. I will get back to it if I need. And let's start decorating our book. Alright, so that one goes under, and so that's the top one. So it's a little bit longer, but that's okay. Hold on. This is going upside down, remember? That's the bottom. This is the top. Oh. Okay, so this is the piece you'll see when it's folded down. Okay. We've got some nice lilies. We'll put some on there as well. And then when you're coming down, we're going to fill these. I might put... Oh, is that the right piece? No, they're over there. I might actually put this one down because I don't like it. That's too bright for me on there. So we've got... Because you're going to have only pictures on here anyway. I want to remember there's green. One, two. Come on. Nearly at the end. Nearly. Sorry if it's taken a bit longer than I thought. I thought I'd do it in an hour. Maybe if I'd cut all the DSP out, but I thought we'd better off to do it as we go, so I don't want that one there. I'm going to put that one there. Okay. And then this one. Got two yellows, so I have to put one of those. I can't sort of do that because you don't want to put a photo on it. I could always... Yes, I've got another green. That's too small. I'll have to do another one of those. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Oh, how much green was left there? No. I'm doing it off screen a little bit, guys. What's that? 4 3/4 by 5 3/4. Alright, we're just going to have another. Oh, because that one's yellow, so that's different to this paper. That's not bad. It's a bit lighter, but once you put your photo on, I need to put this in to match. So there's enough of this in it, okay? Trust me. My fingers are getting sticky. So that's there. And then the last one is here. Okay. Now, that doesn't need one because it's thick enough to go in anyway. We could put that spare one on. Oh, my fingers. Right. So, we've got our top, our bottom. Put all this aside. Bring our album back. And look at that. What do you reckon? So, even though we've got rooms for photos here, so like you could put a nice. That's under the bottom. That slides out. So I could do that, put a 5 by 5 there. Okay, now I'm not going to slide that in for a minute because that's going to need to stop. Now this is your second pocket, so we don't put anything on there because otherwise you won't see your lovely, oh that's covered, that should have been on there, shouldn't it? Okay, just make sure that's all glued. I'm not going to stick anywhere. So that will go under here. I think I won't put it on until that dries. Give me a minute, we'll just do some decorations. And that folds there. But that's waiting for that pocket because that's what it sits on, okay? So I have some more of these that we can. I haven't put them in there because I think that you can. You can put smaller ones. Where else? What else have I got there? Okay. So I've got, yes, I've got 4 in there. So they're photo maps. Okay. 1. Seems a shame after you've covered all that with nice paper. 2. Let's give that. My bone folder's even sticky. Another one. Now I am getting to the end of my glue. Oh, there's my doorbell. Oh well, I have to wait. Take it to the post office. Okay, and I don't know, I'm going to put a decoration on. Oh no, I suppose I could put another white one, couldn't I? Do I have another white one? I have a long skinny one. Okay, let's just put 2 small ones on there, eh? Let's do 2.5 by 2.5. Okay, let's go. Two and a half there, and 2.5 there, and that gives them to put those nice little photos that you have. Alright, so that all goes into there. On the inside of this, we've got nothing. On the front of our album, I've got a piece of gold that is 4 5/8 by 4 5/8. So when this is closed, this is going to go here. So I need a 5 by 5 piece of white cardstock, which I used before, didn't I? Did anyone realise that? I wondered why I was using that. So I want a 5 by 5. Do that again. My blade must be getting a bit worn out. 5 by 5. I'll keep that one too because that might work with something. Alright, so the gold is going on to the 5 by 5. Okay, 5 by 5, I'm going to do that because I've got a flower to go there, and then onto that we've got some more DSP, but you are going to put a photo there, so I'm just going to use probably a nice piece of pale. So if that was 4 7/8, 5 by 5, you go down, so 5 by 5, I'll do 4.5 by 4.5, and I'm just going to keep that plain because we're going to put a photo of that piece that I dropped on the floor a minute ago. Everything got thrown on the floor, so that is, it's not as floral, but it's got the tone in it. Oh, we should have done that one in there. Doesn't matter. Okay, so that's coming in the middle here. Alright, and now I want to put a card in the middle of that, so I'm going to do I'll see what if a 4 by that's 4 by 3.5 it might be. Three and a half by 3.5 in the middle. Yep, that's correct. And to that we will be adding something. Alright. Oh, I like that. It's a bit paler, but it can't, I don't want it to take away too much from the front. Look at all that. We're going to smarten it up, don't worry. So we're just going to about halfway glue this side down. And I want to be smack in the middle. And that is right. And I'll just hold that up and give it a shove from the back. Okay. And that's the album. Minus this. I can now slide in. So up that. And we slide that in. And let us look at that. What do you reckon? Oh my goodness, isn't it nice? Look at that. So, if I can just throw a bit of this away, not my magnets, throw that paper over. And where is my bag of goodies? Oh, where's my bag of all my goodies? Here they are. I'm just going to have to say to my friend, running late, leave here half hour. I shouldn't take that long. Right, so because we're going to we did a flower, so what I'm going to do is use this in the corner and that corner. So I know you don't want to see my husband's ugly mug again, but that will slide in. See, that will slide in there, and you just have to bend your photo a little bit and you can slide it in. So I know it might be a bit ugly. So I'm only going to do it so it comes out on here, so I can glue all around the outside there. Just measure. Okay, we're going to glue from that side to that side. I keep doing this, don't I? Those ones. That one and that one. I have to do it twice because I've got to make sure I do it right. She won't be happy if I don't. So that's going to go there to there. And the opposite, that one hasn't dropped all its stuff out yet. And that's going to go from there to there. Okay, and this one down here. Alright. So that's going to get the photo to go in. And if I get my little green, if I can open these. Oh goodness, just cut the bottom off. I just picked these up. I'm just going to do the leaves real quick. That one. And they are going to go just up on here. You stay down there. That one will go just over there. Okay, so that's the front of our album. You can add whatever you want, where you want. So I've got lots of these lilies everywhere. And I'm just going to pop them up and down the album. Okay. Oh, I'm not talking because I'm concentrating. I'll lick that piece up there. Oh, come on. Oh, I can stay there. Okay. Right, just bear with me. Nearly finished. Alright, so that's that one. Now it's going to get a bit wet and green as we go along, so because I'm getting sticky. So you can just do whatever you want. Okay, just do it how you feel safe, happy, and enjoy. And that one, that one. So just cut all these out quickly, and oh, can you see what I'm doing? Yeah. Right. It's a bit hard to move the album around. So I've got that one there and there. I've got some lilies on there. Now for the front of the album, I'm going to do the same. For the inside, oh, come on. So over on this side, oh, come on, Annette. I don't know whether my hands are working properly at the moment. Oh, I've come right through the glue there. Jeans are lovely. Okay, that one. And I might put another row of those on there. My fingers are so sticky, they just jumped off. I'm going to cut that right at the bottom of there. Okay, so it just looks like it's coming up behind that flower. I've got a wet one here. I'll even over it dry. Okay, so I've got to work out how many leaves I've got left. Okay, let's put a couple of these onto the corners up there. Could have done another colour, couldn't I? Put one onto that corner, and I'm just going to put one lily down the bottom. And I don't want to use up too many of my leaves, but I think because it's green on green, you're not seeing as much of it. painting another one green. And I'm going to put that just on there. Alright, now, whoop, I dropped something. So I've got a lot of these ones, some have got their things still in them. And I'm going to put another one up. Up here. And another one at the top. I'm doing it real quick. Just getting it all. I hope you like it. Can I have some ticks? Some likes? Be really nice. Thank you. Now, if you've just got on, remember on the pocket, turn it to the long side and lay it out before you do your pocket cuts. Alright, so just giving that a minute to, putting that into my colour one. Just going to get a bit of glue off that. Right, so that would go in like that. Now I'm a bit scared to shut that at the moment because there's glue everywhere and we've got that. So I think we can add another 2 leaves over there. And it definitely is gluey, so please don't, I'm not going to shut it too well for you. There. Isn't that stunning? Do you like that? Using up your all your leftover DSP. I know I've already done 3 cards on my Facebook, on my YouTube with this setting, and I just think I don't need any more. So that folds like that, and I don't think I need to add anything more because they're going to have photos in them and it would just be an overkill. And this is here. So I'm not going to even add more lilies on there. That's got 1. Do I add another one? Do you want to see another one on there? And that is the end. I'm going to have to leave that really open now till it stops biting my fingers. Wow, that was a bite and a half, wasn't it? I hope you really enjoyed that. What a beautiful little album, isn't it? And it folds like that, and that would stick, if I was putting my husband's ugly mug, that would stick in there like that, but I won't be. So thank you for joining me. Look how much I've got left over. And I've got to go. I've got to go. I've got to get my fingers washed. They're so bad. Thank you so much. Thank you.